Alright, you crazy legends. A little bit of a side update. Number one, I got this little handy dandy little thing here. Hope this works out. Either that or I'm going back to the little earpods and that. Might be getting some Raycons down the road, not sure. But hopefully this will get a little bit more cleaned up down the road. That way I do have when I do have more equipment, I'll be able to do some more of that. Until then, I'll just do some snips and throw them on Instagram if you ever want to see any of those full ones. I have them on Instagram. They're not coming up on Facebook. I don't know why, but that's my only throw right now. Until I get full 100% taught the world of actually doing the editing, which shouldn't technically be too difficult. I'm getting a crash course down the road, and then before you know it, these things will be on YouTube, and then down the road we'll start doing some podcast stuff with some people down the road. If you're ever interested, shoot me a loop, shoot me something down the road. I'll get some wireless things so we don't have to worry about pulling down mics. Try to get something maybe to clip right here, and then you just feel freely to, we'll just shoot the you-know-what as it is. I'll throw something out real quick, simply. Nothing a whole heck of a lot, but we're getting ready for the NFL season, so I'll get a chance to talk with a lot of you people about, geez, there's too many of the people that I know and friends of mine. I know people that are Bengals fans, people that are Cowboys fans, people that are Eagles fans till the day they die. And I know a few here and there that are Giants fans and all that. I remember the people that I used to work with in the former place and the other place I like to call it. And then also a few up in the other warehouse back near home. We talked a lot about a lot of different stuff and a lot of sports and a lot of wrestling and a lot of adulting stuff, and I miss those guys. I miss you guys up in Clearfield. I hope you guys are doing well, and say hi to everybody for me. But I get a chance to talk a lot about this area is full of Steeler fans, and a lot of people are very, very excited with the NFL, because as soon as August hits, you think July is just like July almost is like kind of like that off month, kind of like that dead month. You know, you want to be you want to try to do something to keep yourself moving, but as soon as the end of July hits, that is training camp time. What are you going to do? Watch baseball? You're going to watch the Pirates get destroyed because of an owner who doesn't know what to do with himself? You're just sitting there watching the time tick away and realize that it's just going to get closer and closer and closer to football season, college or pro. So I'm wishing everybody, with the exception of maybe anybody that Tom Brady's affiliated with, thank God he's retired. And yes, a lot of people do know my lovable affection to Tom Brady, since he's such an immortal son of a bitch. Anyway, because he ruined my hopes and dreams in the Super Bowl. But this is that time of the year you all get excited, and it's great. It's absolutely phenomenal that everybody just rises out of that heap and they immediately know that it's time for football season coming up. So I'm looking forward to what's going to happen, because if people know me well, I do support the Steelers, but I'm a diehard Falcons fan, and I know we're going to be in the worst division in the league next year, and we got to ride the wave with Desmond Ritter in probably the biggest dumpster fire division there is. But to you Steeler fans, last year was your acceptance to being in a rebuild. Fortunate enough, you are still in a rebuild, but now you have the talent. You should soak this up, because you know you very well may be in the best division in football. It's literally arguably the best division, and I probably put the AFC East as a very close second. I can't really put the AFC West, because we all know Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to be in there at the end. And you can't really put the AFC South, because 9 chances out of 10, Jacksonville is probably going to win that division, unless by some miracle Anthony Richardson blows up in Indianapolis, or God forbid, Will Levis takes over in Tennessee and brings them back to life. I'm not even going to talk about Houston because they are in a restructure. They're going to suck for a while, but when you got a bunch of new pieces, things look up. They may be better than a lot of people think. You just never know with Houston. Ownership's the biggest question mark. Ownership and the front office. Two biggest things there. Otherwise, if you have a young team, you got a stadium, you have a brand, Houston's going to be fine. But ownership and team management, there's always been your questions. But I look forward to hearing from everybody, because down the road I hope to have some good comments and some good talks. Whether I do it on the laptop and we start doing stuff like Colin Coward does on the volume, I'd love to do that sometime, because I know there's people that I used to have good conversations with. They're not in the area anymore, but if I could, boy, I have a lot of things that we can talk and we can discuss with, because I know hardcore. Some of the people that I know that I used to work with in the other place, we had some of the best conversations, no question. And it was also part of our job. We had to do the talking. We had to talk in our business and talk about everything and whatever when we were at the mall. And God forbid, a Saturday night wouldn't be the same when those people, I know who, if you know who I'm talking about. We had some good times. Hope we get the chance to have that back, doing some of these down the road once I get the equipment. I just ordered a GoPro, so down the road I hope that'll start happening, and hope we start doing some stuff here on the laptop. And I know there's some people, if you ever want to shoot, dude, I learned my best and thought I could really do a lot better when I was invited on a podcast by my friend Zach Huey. He does the Addicts Talks podcast, and very well done. He's a fantastic dude. We call him that dude, and check his stuff out. Stuff is absolutely phenomenal for audio on Spotify. You want to check that out. Hope I get a chance to hang out with him again, but you never know down the road. But he's a hardcore Bengals fan, and I know a handful of people that are, like I said, they are all over the place. I know all the people that I hung out with at Penn State. Most of them are Eagles fans, and I rooted for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. I actually picked them, and go figure, Mahomes is going to be the next immortal human being, But he's also the best quarterback. They have the dynasty right now. There's too much to go on. You could always throw many things out. The AFC is much more stronger than the NFC this year. The times have changed as far as the rules, the business-wise, the money-wise, the economics, the analytics in the game, and it's so much has changed. And now recently, in the last 18 to 24 months have changed. Brady is gone. Aaron Rodgers is now in the Jets. There's too much tinkering going on. Remember when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl with Brady? Now Tampa's a major restructure. Every little piece now, you can just notch them all down to little nook and cranny stories. The Jets with Aaron Rodgers now. Miami's off. I know somebody I used to work with in Clearfield. He's a diehard Dolphins fan. He's ecstatic. He's ready to see what Miami's going to do. What's the evil empire New England going to do? You really call them the evil empire now? I don't know. That's a good question. And you just go by every single team. What can they put together? Will Baltimore be good with a new GM? Well, not a new GM, but a new head coach with new offensive coordinator, and Lamar gets his money. Is Joe Burrow going to be the guy? Is Cleveland going to be Cleveland? And also all these people who are diehard Steeler fans, and I know a handful of them from, let's just say, sea to shining sea in my entire lifetime. I talked with enough in my old days at work, and I've seen them all, young and old, and you feel for them, but you should be actually pretty excited. Whether you don't even whether you don't even make the playoffs this year or not, you should be very excited. And it depends on one guy, and that's Kenny Pickett. Let's see what he does. I don't need to just go down every single team. that could be almost for a day where I actually am actually hanging out with somebody, and we put the GoPro up and we just go off on the entire NFL. It could go either it could go endless counts of ways. That's how big this time of the year is. August is usually many things. It's back to school time. Thank the Lord I don't have to do that anymore. And it's training camp, and we're getting ready for the NFL. College is right around the corner as well, because I know people who are diehard Penn State, they're Pitt, they're Ohio State, and all over the place. And there's people that are anti-Pitt, Penn State, whatever, and they just want, and they want the walls to come down, if not the world to end, if they actually have to win a game. So I'm not necessarily worried about the whole world of baseball, because pretty much 9 chances out of 10 Atlanta's going to the World Series, unless the Dodgers get in. So I don't really get into baseball as much, but I love the Buccos. They're just a horrible owner. But this is that time of year where you get ready. I'll worry about hockey season down the road, but throw your comments, whatever, because hopefully down the road I'll get this stuff on YouTube, and down the road we might be able to shoot some what on Spotify, on a podcast, whether it's on my phone or we hook the GoPro up down the road. All that, I really don't necessarily have a whole heck of a lot, because I don't want to take a whole heck of a lot of your time. This stuff will be on Instagram, and if you ever want to see it, just jump on it and just look for me, JJ Flash 93. And guys, I look forward to hopefully doing more of this with you guys. And this is a process, slowly but surely. Whether I got this thing, a big ring right behind my phone right now, I have my laptop in front of me. It is small pieces, and I hope to see you bloody legends down the road. Late